Sup Legends, it's been a week since the release of Season 14, and also our new Legend Vantage. Throughout the week, whenever I had time, I was checking out on community posts regarding Vantage and a bunch of her interactions. I played her a bit myself to see how she works, and it's been a blast.
Taking fire. Getting a fresh angle.
Broke that enemy shield. Reload.
Ring closes in 1 minute and it's
Yeah, I'm gonna bleed up.
Honestly, it's very interesting to see what the pros and the casuals have to say about Vantage, and I'll share both opinions with you guys as well. This video is my ultimate guide on Vantage. We'll be covering everything about Vantage, including a breakdown of her abilities, her role in the team, strengths and weaknesses, playstyles, and a couple of nice interactions you could pull off with her if you stick around to the end. Let's get into it. Vantage is a recon class legend, which means her role in a team is the same as a player that plays Bloodhound or Seer. Your primary goal should be to provide as much intel for your team as possible. This includes, but is not limited to, zone rotations, enemy locations, enemy armor status, and where they're rotating to. If you're a recon main, or enjoy that kind of intel gathering role in a team, then Vantage is definitely another legend that could be in your arsenal. Vantage has a strong kit that makes a lot of plays possible. However, there are a couple of quirks with her that you need to keep in mind. Vantage's passive, Spotter's Lens, allows an FOV zoom while holstered, which is a great tool to capture more information for your team. Her passive also comes with a bullet drop indicator to see where your shots will land. Vantage's tactical ability, Echo Relocation, is a movement ability that's great for mobility, and can be used to gain horizontal and vertical distance from or to your opponents, depending on where you place Echo, or companion. Echo Relocation has a cooldown of 20 seconds, but considering the time you're actually moving through the air, you really have about a 16 to 18 second cooldown from the moment you land after using her tactical. You're able to double jump after arriving at Echo's location. Even though you're not able to tap strafe out of it, you will launch yourself in the direction of where you look at when you double jump, which is something interesting to keep in mind. But whenever she scopes in with her ultimate, you'll be able to see a laser that shows where Vantage is aiming at. She's able to store up to a maximum of 5 bullets for her ultimate. And as an FYI, each ultimate accelerant will give Vantage 2 bullets to her ultimate. Sniper's Mark is a double-edged sword that reveals Vantage's position to trade for enemy intel. You can also see this laser from miles away, which makes it a bit tricky if you're just looking to acquire intel from your enemies without taking shots. But let's be honest, since when do we have that kind of trigger discipline? If you're able to successfully tag your enemies with Mark, you reveal the tagged enemy for 10 seconds and gain a double damage buff for yourself and a smaller percentage damage increase for your teammates. This rewards a lot of players that enjoy sniper or ranged gameplay. If you only hit body shots with your ultimate, you can knock someone with high level shields with 3 consecutive shots. If you're accurate with your shots, however, all you need is 2 headshots to knock a player with high level shields. And considering that her ultimate doesn't have too long of a downtime after each shot, it's almost like you're holding a built-in Kraber at all times. My analysis of Vantage takes into account different opinions from the Apex community, including the pros and including the casuals, but I also have my own take on what I think Vantage can be capable of. Starting off with the strengths. I believe that she is quite versatile, and that is the main strength that I wanted to point out. Which Legend allows you to simultaneously cover close, medium, and far ranges without relying on having a really good jitter aim or spray control of your guns. Vantage can output great far range damage using her ultimate. She can handle medium range fights by equipping herself with a 2x or 3x HCOG on any rifle, like the Flatline or the R301. Finally, she can equip herself with an EVA or Peacekeeper to handle close range fights. This versatility combined with her tactical relocation can be pretty deadly. One key weakness that I heard about Vantage from pros was that she was only good in the early game, and once you engage looted players or teams during the mid to late game, she is not as impactful. This is one weakness to keep in mind. Vantage's ultimate relies on consistent good sniper aim. If you struggle to hit sniper shots, you better get to practicing if you want to main Vantage, because you'll be missing out on a lot of damage output without landing her ultimate shots. She is definitely the strongest during the early game stage when you can knock someone very quickly with her kit, but even during the mid to late game, theoretically, you're still able to knock someone with purple shields with 3 consecutive body shots, or a body and a headshot with her ultimate. Alternatively, which is what I think most high level players will opt for, players can get one tag with her ultimate, headshot or body shot, and have teammates spray the tagged enemy when you try to land a second shot for the knock, as most high level players will already be taking cover after a single tag. I believe the challenge for Vantage players is to always find good angles that are really impactful during your fights for your team. This is very difficult to do, as if you don't do this right, you're effectively putting your teammates in a 2v3 situation. This situation is dangerous to be in without proper support from the player holding angles and preventing the opponents from peeking your teammates. If you fail to zone and pressure your enemy teams, then your teammates will simply get melted within less than a second, which is quicker than watching your ultimate animation after each shot. If some of you enjoy that kind of challenge, however, then give Vantage a chance. She just might be your next favorite legend. Most of us will probably appreciate a more aggressive playstyle in Apex, but don't worry, Vantage can facilitate that as well. Her ultimate allows you to either single-handedly knock players or simply melt them together with your teammates after successful tags. Either way, it's a great engagement tool from the medium to long range. Furthermore, if you aren't able to fully knock an enemy using your ultimate engagement, you could opt to push the crippled team using Echo Relocation to finish them off. Vantage's tactical is the reason why she is a versatile legend that allows for both aggressive and passive plays. However, it is likely that Respawn will nerf her tactical cooldown, as currently it does feel like it resets a bit too quickly. But it shouldn't be a major nerf to me, because what characterizes a sniper player is having the ability to relocate after shots. A good sniper player will always find viable and impactful angles for their team, aggressively scout for enemy information, and continuously produce pressure for the enemy teams to deal with from afar. Good sniper players in Apex, however, also need to feel comfortable about pushing in when cleanup time comes. Ideally, you want to have your enemies to be so annoyed that they can't do anything about it until they get pushed and have to clutch out from a disadvantageous situation. Creating this effect will make your games run so smoothly without having to sweat like bald wraiths with 100+ APMs for those champion games. Alright, finally, the special interactions. You're able to instantly launch towards Echo with an animation cancel by taking shields or meds right before holding your tactical bind. Some of you may have already seen this on Reddit or around the Apex community for a bit now. This was discovered recently as a bug or exploit, so I don't recommend using this during your ranked games. But maybe it's not as punishable if you just bust it out occasionally in your pub games to catch your opponents off guard. But with a bit of creativity, you can do stuff like this too.
Taking a new angle. Moving to Echo for a better angle. Echo's got an angle. Moving there. Recharging shields.
This video was very long as it was an ultimate guide. But if you stayed to the end, thank you for helping me with the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate you guys. Also hope that you were able to pick up some useful information from this video, as my goal was to provide at least one previously unknown or useful information for every level of player. If you guys found this video helpful, informative, or enjoyable, please drop a like and comment below on what you liked about it and what you want to see more of. It would mean a lot to me if you guys could smash that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on my future uploads. Thanks a bunch, legends. That being said, I'll see you on the next one.